We have research that tells us that you being involved in children's play is crucial. How many times do we find ourselves saying, okay, you guys go to center time, I got stuff I got to get going over here. I got to finish this, or I have a teacher I need to talk to, or I need some parent notes I need to get written. The play with students is one of our most wonderful gifts that we can give to them and us, because that's when you get to listen to them. That's when you get to interact and find out things that you wouldn't have known otherwise. And their play becomes the medium for them to learn many, many things. It's language development, social development, cognitive development, but guess what? We now know that play teaches and promotes self-regulation skills. So we want to celebrate play for our young children. We want to give them opportunities to interact with us during their play. So get on the floor, get in their play, extend their play, be supportive of their play. We want the 3 things that you come into this room with, being responsive, guiding, and nurturing, to be the most important things that you keep in your toolbox. That's the centerpiece. All the other things will come from that. We have research that tells us the more responsive we are, the more nurturing and guiding we are, the more we teach children how to be. And we can do that in a lot of ways. When we play with them, we get down, right? We don't just hover and tower over them. We share their space. Many of you are familiar with the high scope approach. They're pretty much forerunners in promoting this type of interaction with children. So we want to share control and share respect when we get down and look at them in their eyes. One of the things as I think about this is the team. What I want to say right now is, because I'm thinking about some of us have our teaching assistants and ourselves, and some of us are not as fortunate. But the team is a great opportunity for us to also collect some data when we're involved in play, so that we can talk to each other about what we heard. So taking some notes as you're involved in children's play is also one thing I would also add as you're reflecting on this. So the next thing I just want to mention is something you already know. You already innately know that your tone of voice says a whole lot about how you're feeling, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And some children are spicier than others, and they're causing us to change our tone of voice in a different way. And we hear it, and we feel it, and they hear it, and they feel it. So we want to make sure that even though we are providing corrective feedback, direction, and guidance, that our tone of voice and the warmth in our voice is always conveying that I care about you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not upset. I care, but we need to do some things differently. So being very thoughtful about our tone of voice and the affection that we communicate, even when we're having to say things that are corrective or redirective to our students. So as you think about this, I want to guide you to this last bullet. I know we're here looking at preschool all the way up through 2nd grade. We could make the argument for any grade level, but right now I really want to emphasize the nonverbal communication is especially important for our preschoolers. They're highly sensitive to that. They're like little beacons, listening for everything and watching everything that we do.